Decorations in full swing, both indoors and out. And if you want to add an exterior tree to your space, we're going to DIY one with Sharon Grech. Hi, Sharon. So when we were talking about outdoor trees, I was not expecting these, but these are the ones that are hot right now.
Aren't they?
On social media, you're seeing them on TikTok, on Instagram. Everybody wants them. I love the way you did them.
It's a really simple idea.
Yeah.
And we're seeing so much of it, as you said, in home decor and everywhere, in little small elements that cut out cookie cutter tree,
Yes.
literally a cookie cutter tree. So I thought it would be fun to scale it up, right? And just have it right here. Whether you have real trees, I think this would look great in front of them as well. But
with them,
with
yes.
them. But I think it's nice for a more urban area to just put these up. You can store them in your garage, and you can use them every season.
Sleek and minimal. So how did you make them?
All right, so for these guys, like I said, super simple. I used 1x12 knotty pine that you can get at your lumber store.
Yep.
So it has a lot of
money.
texture. Not a lot of money.
No, not for the
Pine is
knotty
really
pine.
inexpensive, and especially when you go with 1 inch. And really, you don't need a lot of tools either.
Good.
So you can, of course, if you've got high-tech tools, but you just cut it with a handsaw.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get your shape, and then, let me move this over here, attach them together with a piece of strapping on the back. And depending on the size, and if you can get to it before the ground freezes, which is going to happen soon, then turn this into a nice pokey stake, like a garden stake, okay? Stick that on there, and then you can just put your tree right into the ground. And of course, you've got to paint it with exterior paint. We don't paint outside this time of year, but you can do this in the garage, and I used Element Guard.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful paint that's you can touch it up next year if you need to, but
how many coats?
Okay, I just did 1 coat because I wanted to see the texture of the wood still. But again, if you had a more traditional home, Tracy, this is modern, you could totally ornament it. You could do bolder colors, you could add more ornamentation to it, but I wanted to keep it nice and simple.
Okay, so you chose a really beautiful color palette for this, and that to me is what is like really standing out. So it goes with the door.
It goes with the door, Tracy. And you know, we always want to work with the finishes that we have on the exterior. I think even for some of your seasonal items that are going to just be out there for a while, if you want a more elegant and sophisticated look, right? I mean, you can go crazy with the Santa and the lights, but if you want this to last a little bit longer into the winter, then I went with a monochromatic palette of green. So I've got that mossy green. It's called Shark Skin.
Beautiful.
And then my favorite Benjamin Marg green right now is Grenadier Pond. Love it. Smoky green for the pastel. And again, it looks great with the Yorktown green door.
That's beautiful. That's a little bluey green door there. Okay, let's talk about blending in some traditional elements like greenery.
Like real greenery, Tracy. You're missing your real tree.
Right.
So absolutely. I think the urn is a wonderful place to do that. Isn't this gorgeous?
Yes.
This is like fantastic. And this is one that we mixed a lot of different colors of evergreen. So you got more of that blue evergreen. We've got some different textures and different types of eucalyptus, which has also a lot of blue green. Again, we're kind of combining with what we have. Little bits of magnolia instead of red. Red would look great, but then again, I feel like it's just sort of after Christmas, you're going to get rid of it.
Holidays,
so I love magnolia, very sophisticated, and the white, the white rosewood.
Oh, that's what it's called. Dogwood. That's it. That's it.
It's usually red, I think,
I'm like, I can't help you out with that, honey. I'm sorry. I'm not a plant girl. But that is the kind of urn I wish I had, because mine is staying out there till June.
No, exactly.
I want it to look more wintry than Christmassy. Also, some beautiful greenery up there and some lights.
Some lights. I think lighting is so important. We talk about that for the interior. You've got different light sources. So those beautiful lights with a little bit of greenery, the typical globes. We've got the starry lights to light up the urn.
So lovely.
I put a few little starry lights around my little Christmas trees. And then we added floodlights, because if this was outside, I think you get that backlit effect, which is really wonderful for the silhouette tree.
Yes.
And then, of course, a beautiful lantern from HomeSense.
Nice.
Thank you.
Big impact, even though it's a really, fairly simple project.
Fairly simple project.
Love that. Thank you, Sharon.